shut up and listen to me.
I don't need to shut up. So
well, neither do I. So
okay, yeah, nobody's told you to shut up.
If you guys put your hands on me and get me out of here, and this guy,
being very reasonable.
this guy here will get sued too because you called the cops to get me off of public property.
You want to push that? Okay, now you're under arrest for trespassing.
What starts as a routine First Amendment audit in Toronto quickly spirals into a full-blown arrest. The issue? A drone, a utility company, and 2 officers who seem absolutely convinced that a government-owned property is private. But here's the problem with that. It's not about their belief, it's about the law. And when the auditor starts citing statutes, their ego takes over. Watch what happens when they realize they can't win the argument, so they just escalate the situation instead. This is where it all goes sideways. Thanks to True North Transparency for letting us cover and break down this police audit. Make sure to subscribe to his channel and like his videos. His link is in the description below.
What's going on? Just to let you know, my body camera's rolling. You've been asked not to be on this property, right? I understand you're flying. That's fine. Let's chat over there.
No, this is public property. What's your name?
No, it's not. This property is owned by Toronto Hydro.
Toronto
Hydro.
No,
yes.
Toronto.
Are you?
It's called public property.
I'm not
Look it up on your phone before you start.
I'm not gonna argue this with you.
I'm not arguing it with you either.
So you've been asked to leave. So
no, I have not.
Can you please just step back outside?
It is public property, sir.
This is not public property.
Take out your phone and look it up, or call your supervisor here. You guys are dumb as shit. Not you. You sound like an asshole. You're wrong. You're wrong. It's public. I looked it up. Do you think I do this shit without looking stuff up?
I'm well aware.
Well, no, you're not. You obviously think I'm some sort of retard to come around here.
I've never said anything of that sort.
The language is not necessary.
Yeah.
Dude. Then don't tell me that this is private property. No, it isn't.
Yeah,
we're going to be respectful to you.
Yeah.
No, you're not. This guy is not being respectful right now. No, he's not.
He is being respectful.
Telling me that this is private property is not respectful.
It is private property.
No, it is not. It is public property owned by the City of Toronto and the taxpayers.
Yes.
The City of Toronto are the taxpayers. Do you know that? That's what it is. I looked it up. Take your phone out and look, or call your supervisor. I'm not talking to either one of you guys.
Okay, that's fine. We have a supervisor coming.
Your police station is not private property either.
Okay.
Contrary to popular belief.
That's your belief that it's not, but it is.
Oh, what?
It is.
What is? The police station too?
Yes.
Really, eh?
Yes.
You guys aren't smart at 42 Division. Holy shit.
Do you have public access into the police station?
It's public property. It's owned by the taxpayer.
Have public access into the police station.
It's called public property.
Okay.
The officers claim the auditor is on private property owned by Toronto Hydro, but the auditor fires back immediately. Look it up, it's public. This is the first major red flag because the officers are making a legal claim without any evidence to back it up. They're relying on the auditor to just comply. He doesn't. Instead, he drops a truth bomb. Your police station isn't private property either. That's when you know their argument is about to crumble.
Listen, I understand that's your belief.
No, it is not. It is the law, dude. You guys are fucking this up. I've never met you at 42 Division, and you are fucking this right up, dude.
Okay.
This is public property. Take out your phone and look it up. And see, neither one of you guys want to do that because you know you're going to be wrong.
I don't want to argue with you.
I know you don't want to argue with me. It's so much easier if you just violate my rights, right?
You yelling and screaming.
Yeah, because you won't shut up and listen to me.
I don't need to shut up. So
well, neither do I.
So okay, yeah, nobody's told you to shut up. Listen, you asked for a supervisor. Obviously, we're not going to get anywhere. We're going to let the supervisor come and have a conversation with you, right?
Look it up on your goddamn phone and call your supervisor right now.
So you're not going to be telling us what to do.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
I've asked you to
I'm
be
your
respectful.
fucking boss.
Okay.
No.
You're not my boss.
Yes, I am.
Be respectful.
I am your boss, and I'm not being respectful to you. No.
Okay.
You already sailed that bridge when you told me it was private property.
Okay.
It is not.
You've been asked to leave, right, by them?
It's public property. You have to commit a crime.
You to leave, right?
You have to commit a crime.
Security has asked you to leave.
What crime did I commit?
Do you understand the difference between a crime and a bylaw offense?
What's a crime?
Do you understand?
There is no bylaw. What's the bylaw that says I can't be on this property?
Do you understand the difference? Do you know what Trespass Property Act is?
Yes, I do. Do you know what it is? You don't.
It's not criminal, right? It's not a crime to commit an offense.
You need a crime. You need a crime to trespass me, and you can't make a right.
That's not how it works.
Yes, it is.
It's not criminal.
So
it's not criminal.
Jesus,
it's not
slow
criminal.
down. The first part of it, Section 2, trespass and offense, states anyone who is not acting under a right or authority conferred by law and who does a prohibited act.
The conversation has shifted from law to ego. The auditor correctly points out that a simple trespass request doesn't apply on public land unless he's committing a crime. The officer's response? You've been asked to leave, right? That's not a legal standard. They can't even articulate what crime they think is happening. This is a classic example of policy over law. They're treating a security guard's request as a binding court order. It's not.
Activity, I'm not doing a prohibited activity. This is a right.
Okay,
so is that, and so where I'm standing.
Of the failing to leave when directed to do so.
You
aspect
can't.
Of it.
I am.
Security has asked you to leave. Yes.
Fuck off, dude. Shut up.
Security has asked you to leave. Yes.
I'm gonna wait for your supervisor.
Sounds good, man.
You guys are both morons.
Has security here asked you to leave? Have you asked him to leave?
Yeah, twice.
Okay. That's what we're looking at right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can't.
Why
I
not?
can't be asked to leave public property unless I've committed a crime. And I'm acting under a right and an authority conferred by law. I am working on a story.
Just ask you
just in
why
case
you're-
you assholes put your hand on me. You look all fucking sketchy, and so do you.
Good for you, buddy.
Huh?
Good for you.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're so worked up. Like,
Yeah.
you've been
Because you
so
guys are
calm.
idiots, man.
So cool.
You guys come out
You're,
here.
you're yelling. You're swearing.
Yeah,
You're acting very unprofessional.
Oh no.
It's like you're
You're
trying to
saying
incite a
you're-
reaction
You guys,
from us.
you guys won't look. You guys won't look it up. It says it on Toronto Hydro's website that this is public property.
Here's where the auditor schools them. He quotes the Trespass to Property Act, pointing out the exception for anyone acting under a right or authority conferred by law. He's a journalist. That's a charter-protected right. The officers have no response because they can't rebut the law. They just double down on the attitude. This is why it matters. If you don't know the exceptions to a law, you'll end up violating someone's rights while trying to enforce it.
Owned by the city. The only shareholder is the city of Toronto, the taxpayer of Toronto. That's why I'm pissed off at you two. I'm normally really nice to cops, but you know what? You
I'm
two
sure
are
you
kind of
are.
dummies.
Yeah. I'm sure
I mean,
you are.
I'm having a hard time believing that because you've been yelling and have been rude.
Oh,
since
no.
when we showed
Because you
up.
keep telling me.
So I don't feel like
You keep
normally
over-talking
are.
me, and you haven't read the Trespass to Property Act yourself. 12036. So you've been in what, 2 years?
Nope,
Maybe?
more than
Yeah,
More
right,
than
eh?
that. More than that.
2.5? You're new, dude. Read the Trespass to Property Act. You can't trespass me from a property that's public unless I've committed a crime.
Okay, don't worry. We have a supervisor here. We're gonna let you know. He's gonna come talk to you. Okay.
Can you log off?
We want to deal with this on the lowest end possible, right? So we're.
I know you do. You want to violate my rights and then get away with it. That's what you want to do.
That's it. I'm
It's
sure.
the easiest way to do it. You just said it yourself. It's
Yeah.
the easiest way.
Good stuff, buddy. You don't even want to talk. Like you just keep yelling at me. Like
Because you're a fucking idiot.
Okay.
And so are you.
Yeah.
And shave the mustache, dude. You look like a fucking moron.
Oh yeah. That's
Like,
really-
I don't understand. Like, I don't even know what your face looks like because you've decided to cover yourself
Right?
up, which is great. But beyond that, we've been nothing but respectful
Yeah.
with you.
No, you haven't. You're trying to violate
We've
my
been
rights.
nothing
You're
but
telling me this is
respectful
public,
with you.
private
We've
property.
been nothing but respectful.
No, you
with
haven't.
We haven't
Violating
yelled.
rights
We
is
haven't
not
raised our
respectful.
voice. You're yelling. You're swearing.
Violating
you're
rights is
insulting
not
us,
respectful.
You're getting personal with things.
Well, you don't look
I mean,
professional with a
it's-
mustache. Neither do you. It
Oh,
looks
Chris.
ridiculous on you.
But your personal.
Both of you. Both of you guys.
Let's talk about the
Again,
issues at hand.
Again, you're trying to make personal digs, trying to get a reaction from
And
us.
you're trying to violate
It's not
my
gonna-
rights.
It's not going to work.
And you're
It's not
trying to
gonna work.
violate my rights.
And
They
you're-
call that a porn stash. You know that.
Okay.
I know
You can
that.
call it whatever you want, man. You can
You're
call
the
it whatever
age where
want.
you know what it is.
You can call
what you
it
guys are trying to
whatever
do
you
is you're
want.
trying to trespass a journalist off of public
What
property.
are you doing here if you're a journalist?
I don't have to answer
You're just
that.
filming us right now.
Yeah, no shit.
Okay.
Because this is where my rights get violated.
Okay.
And I am a journalist. I'm acting under a right which is protected by Section 2B of the Charter of Rights, the freedom of expression and the freedom of the press.
Absolutely.
And the Trespass to Property Act says if this guy is acting under a right, which is the freedom of the press, the Trespass to Property Act, you can't make me, this guy can't ask me to leave and then I have to do so. Not when I'm acting under a right or authority conferred by law. I'm working on an investigation with Toronto Hydro.
Okay.
As
so,
an independent
let me just-
journalist,
let me
see, you
just-
keep cutting me off. That's
Okay.
not respectful.
Continue.
That's why I started
Continue.
yelling.
Continue.
I'm an independent journalist investigating something that I'm working on. I was working on my story quite fine. Now I'm recording you because you guys are trying to violate my rights.
We're trying to understand.
You're trying to get me out of here.
Okay.
You're trying to
The
understand
only
what?
thing that we've asked to start with, my partner asked if you could speak to us off property just to sort things out. Okay? You immediately started yelling at us. You're insulting us. You're calling us idiots. You're swearing. You didn't even bother to try to explain to us that you're investigating a story.
I don't
You
have
just-
to.
Okay, fair enough. But I mean, at the same time,
You guys don't know our
Either-
rights either. That's the problem.
okay, you keep saying the same things over and over.
You don't.
You keep
It is.
saying
It's
the same things over and over again.
it's
and
the problem
it's
here.
not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to get us anywhere.
Oh, it will get me somewhere. If you guys touch me and try and drag me out the property or threaten to arrest me to get me out the property, I'm naming M. Michael and I'm aiming A. Partland in the lawsuit against the city of
Don't forget
Toronto.
my badge number 11641.
I know who you are.
Good.
Believe me, I know who you are.
Because you're threatening to sue me. Cool.
Well, no, I'm
I
naming
hear
you in the
that a lot,
lawsuit.
so.
100%. If you guys put your hands on me and
Listen,
get me out of here,
I
and this
think we're
guy,
being very reasonable.
this guy here will get sued too because you called the cops to get me off of public property. You know it's public. You should have talked to somebody in the building.
The supervisor arrives and the entire dynamic shifts. He ignores the legal argument, declares the land private, and immediately moves to arrest for trespassing. Watch the wording. You are under arrest for trespassing. No warning, no de-escalation, just a power move. But here's the kicker. He then demands ID under threat of another charge. That's the trick. They manufacture one charge to force compliance on another. It's a pressure tactic, plain and simple.
That's the way this works.
I know we're going to have
And if you guys,
guys come chat with you and
yeah,
we'll go from there. Okay. It's nice. Is it under 250 grams?
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
Not in the whole.
We'll go back.
And like I mentioned to these two guys, if you look up Toronto Hydro
Okay, sir.
on a website, it says it's public. It's the first word right on their website, public property.
The land isn't public. No, this is TPA land. You are trespassing.
I'm not
You
trespassing.
want to push that? Okay, now you're under arrest for trespassing.
So I don't want to break this. I'm going to put this up there.
Well, I got to take it out of the sky.
No worries. Right now, you're under arrest.
And if you fail to identify, that's an arrestable and chargeable offense, and you can be arrested criminally for that. Do you understand that?
I understand.
Okay.
Just for 100 on our closing.
So as long as you comply with us, we're going to use a minimum of force. We're effecting the arrest to make sure we identify you. If we subsequently remove you from the property, you may or may not get charged with trespassing.
Well, I know. I'll give you my name. You guys are arresting me. There's
Excellent. Go ahead.
what? Where? Go ahead. What?
No, you said you'll give us your name. Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
turn my camera to face me. Turn my camera around to face me.
Well, we're all
I have the right. I have the right to have that
you have
facing
cameras
me.
on. You have your camera on there. So
Turn that
what's your
camera, would
name?
you please?
No, I'm not.
No? My name is Richard Troyan.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you.
Okay. Do you have any weapons on you? Anything that could hurt
Of course
myself or
not.
the officers? I have to ask, right?
No,
'Cause
I do
don't
not.
know. Okay, but you understand that?
I understand, yes.
Okay. We're going to bring you to the front of this car right now, and we're just going to pat you down and make sure that you don't have anything sharp on you.
I have nothing
Right?
sharp on me.
That's fine. Just stand there for me. These officers are just going to pat you down. I'm going to make sure the camera is on.
You guys fucked up. What's your name and badge number, Supervisor?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't give you permission to go into my pockets. You can pat.
We're searching you under arrest.
Dude, see what I mean?
You're under arrest. Okay.
Here's my name and number. Okay, you'll get that at the end of the day.
They pat him down, take his name, and issue a $65 ticket for fail to leave. But listen to the auditor's final words. I'll see you in court. That's the accountability moment. This case is weak because the core premise that the land is private is factually wrong. What should happen next? This ticket needs to be challenged and a formal complaint filed. know the difference between a request to leave and a lawful order. If the law doesn't back it up, you don't have to comply.
Talk with that too.
What they'll do is they'll move you to like Durham region or something after you go in front of the tribunal. That's what they do with all you cops. All you dirty cops, they put in front of a tribunal and move them so that you're out of the range of the tribunal system. Yeah, I know how it is. I follow those tribunals pretty damn close. You guys have no idea what the shitstorm you just opened up on 42. And they love it. They think it's funny. This guy thinks it's funny. And guys, the first thing it says on the website for Toronto Hydro is it's public property. And I looked it up before I came here. Public property, owned by the public. The shareholder is the public, so you can't boot me from it. Even if the land it's on is rented. The RCMP tried this just last weekend and they fucking lost. They lost big time. The York Regional Police did a lot better than you guys. They decided not to violate my rights. And the RCMP had that same argument. Oh, we rent the land. We rent the land. Those are federal cops that fucked up that bad. And York Regional Police wouldn't take their side. Smartly so, because they know I know better. And that is where the problem lies with Toronto Police. And this is not the last time you're going to see me, dude. Never.
Okay.
I'm going to 42 Division. I'll be flying the drone above 42 Division, checking out all your cars in the back and all your equipment that you have.
So it's available on Wikipedia. If you Google Toronto Police, it'll tell you everything the service has.
I know.
Yeah.
It's also called the Sunshine List.
Yeah.
Anybody over $100,000, you can find them on the Sunshine List. I can do a Freedom of Information request at the headquarters for $5 and get all your names and incomes and all the disciplinary.
Yeah, Google it, you get our name and income.
No, the disciplinary actions. There's a lot more that when you Freedom of Information request stuff, you get a lot more information.
Okay.
At the mention of disciplinary records, they shut the hell up. Their attitude really changed.
What's he writing for me?
Trespass ticket.
Nah. 42 Division, the first ones, not smart enough to arrest True North Transparency. Awesome, guys. It's a good one. You guys cover the zoo? Is the zoo in your district?
42, yeah.
It is, eh? I think you ran into my friend yesterday, some of yous.
That's all. I wasn't working yesterday.
I can't tell you his name.
Oh.
He'll tell you. If you guys look it up, you'll see. And for your guys' information, anything that says Toronto, Ontario, Canada on it, other than like a private business, like a government situation like this is run by Toronto, the city of Toronto. That makes it public property. Taxpayer owned and taxpayer owned and funded.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So here's a ticket. Again, it's for fail to leave when directed to do so, okay? Under the Trespass to Property Act. It's going to be $65 total payable. You've got 3 options on the back here. Option 1 is you can pay. It's considered a plea of guilty. Option 2 is you can request to meet with a prosecutor for early resolution. And option 3 is you can request a trial.
Yep.
You can pick whichever one of these options you'd like. You have 15
Take a
days.
guess which one I'll do. It'll be
up to
number
you.
3, and you guys are
Okay.
coming to court.
Excellent.
And it will be you 3 showing up to court, or just you, because you
It'll
wrote the
probably
ticket.
just be me.
Yeah?
Yeah. But
I think you'll be in civil court with me.
Sure.
okay.
All right. Have a good day, sir.
Wish I could say this. I wish the same for you.
Okay.
I do not. Have the day you deserve.
All right.
You too, and you too.
Okay.
Oh, I'm leaving.
Okay.
All right, everybody. True North Transparency. This court case, this video.
So, was this about a drone or was it about ego? The officers here had one job: apply the law correctly. Instead, they applied their feelings. The auditor knew his rights and, more importantly, knew the law better than they did. That's the lesson. If you're going to document public space, you have to know the difference between a secure parking lot and a true private forum. Would you have stood your ground, or would the badge have intimidated you into leaving? And as always, if this breakdown provided value or clarity, consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video. Your support helps us continue documenting police encounters, promoting accountability, and defending the constitutional rights of the public.